Boy, I gotta move stuff around now. Stream just started, and already things are incorrect. So I had all these aspirations to go fix stuff before the stream, and I didn't. Although I did fix one thing. There was a bug in here that I didn't even have written down. And the bug was from the nav mesh and the agent radius. So my enemy guys, they would get stuck on stuff. Go hide from me. That's funny. Woo. Using the environment query system, they'd be like, no, I want to run away. Although I got to stop them from doing this at a certain point because it's very annoying to chase guys. But they would get stuck while moving around. What are you flashing for? That's a new bug. I ran into him, and he started flashing the damage state. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Anyways, I fixed the nav mesh thing. Here's what's going on. The agent, if I go over here and it's nav, recast nav mesh default, come down here, this thing right here. Agent radius. Right there. It was set to 35 by default. Every time I come here and change it, it would only last until I reloaded the editor. What's the fix? I don't remember. Something. Oh, what was it called? Something with an S. Supported agents. This was it. Go look in your project settings for supported agents and then come over here. Make sure this is recast nav mesh and set this to 100. I also went in and set it to 100 here under engine navigation mesh. This did nothing. This fixed it. I'm not undoing it up here. I don't care if it does anything or not because now it's fixed. Not a me bug. That's an engine bug. That's it. Oh, let me show you another cool fix. This one is for aim offset with first or third person people. So I was looking down and he's looking up. Engine doesn't support that. It gets to the halfway point and flips. I think we talked about this before. And you have to fix that inside the animation. Pistol. Was it this one? No, you're just a blend space. Get out of my face, blend space. Yeah. Inside here somewhere. The heck is it? There it is. Alright, here he goes. My good deed for the day. You can read that. Unreal uses an unsigned byte when it replicates animation data, meaning negative values don't work, like a negative pitch in regards to pitch, yaw, and roll. So after many hoops, the solution is to get your character, get their pitch, and say, oh my goodness, is the pitch greater than 90 degrees? Yes. Subtract 360 from it. Degrees. Set it as the pitch. Is the pitch greater than 90 degrees? No. I just set it as the pitch. Trust me. This was not the easiest thing to find, and every game that can have a negative pitch for aiming runs into this. Just an engine thing. Just to get used to a thing. Just a thing to get used to. Alright, what are our goals for today? bugs. That's bug fixing, not bug making. And then complain about something. I don't know what. I'm really good at it. I'll find something to complain about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I just had a moment of contemplating my life choices. Anyways, video games. We got these guys here, and we've got just oh so many bugs. More bugs than what could fit on the screen. Here they are. I mean, those are the only bugs. This is the good stuff. Victory. Victory board. Nom, 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 nom. Unvictory board. Multiplayer bugs. Player 2. This has something to do with this normal bug here of Rifle Borked, which is the most informative bug you can possibly have. This is going to involve redoing ye olde lock and key system that I created in Blueprint way back months ago. If you want to just slam gameplay systems together using Blueprint, man, them were the days. I'm not doing that now. That's one of the reasons why this is jank. Ooh, a frog tried to leap out of my throat. Let's look at this. Let's start here. Let's do this. Once we figure that crap out, we're going to figure this out. If I get these two things done today, oh, oh, get out of my face, Miro. I don't need you right now. I need to know why the flashlight doesn't work in multiplayer. It works for each individual client, but if we're actually making oh wait a minute, I must be bored. Hold on. For crying out loud. Sure. You know they say not to put a Q-tip in your ear? A cotton swab. But everyone does it anyways. Some people says it feels good. Other people are like, gotta get the wax out. Clean my ears every week. Is that too often? Not often enough? I don't know. But for some reason last week I've produced so much earwax, and this is something you definitely want to tune in for. And I was very careful because one time a few weeks ago I clogged my ear canal trying to clean it out by pushing the earwax deeper. Little bit of hot water will get rid of that problem. But I was very cautious to not push it further, just like neutrally in the middle and then down and like scoop it out. It wasn't in there very deep. It didn't go very. I'm not piercing my eardrums. I need those. But boy, I clogged right the heck up. So I used the hot water thing and it worked. But I'm like 85% clear, 15% clogged now. Is that making me yawn? I don't know. I almost didn't do this today. I almost changed my category to TTRPGs or something. Nimble. Loft. Ravenloft? Nimble Loft. I'm working on that in Foundry. Working on that in Foundry, something I can stream? Yeah, yeah. Doing tabletop DM stuff. Dungeon Master, Game Master, Referee, Storyteller, Head of Light Entertainment, whatever. That's all game design. A little less technical than making a video game, but it's still game design. I can sit down and do game design stuff and work on this game all day. Not that I've worked on it all day in a very long time. And then in the evening, still sit down and prep for tabletop stuff and be like, yeah, this feels different than what I was just doing, even though that Venn diagram is pretty similar. But the thing I was doing in Foundry was going through Fantasy Complete 1, 2, and 3, which is a huge collection of audio, music, and effects and stuff to select music for scenes. I don't remember what the license says for that stuff. It was years ago I bought it. Back in ye old pandemic-y lockdown times. But I'm pretty sure I couldn't have done the thing I was doing here on this stream because copyright. Them AI overlords are out there. Am himself is trying to make sure that you don't steal music. Keep in mind, Am doesn't like us very much. Alright. Enough of this wistfulness. If you don't know who Am is, go read some Harlan Ellison. Real quick, Harlan Ellison. If you never read his stuff, speculative fiction, it's damn good. Now he's dead now. Rest in peace. And that was heyday was over a long time ago. But wow. You read one of his short stories, feels like you read a whole novel. It's like emotion and creativity concentrate poured into your brain. Can't recommend him highly enough. Pretty adult stuff too, most of the time. Some of it isn't. Not really. It is, but it isn't. I mean, everyone talks about I have no mouth and I must scream. That ain't a kid's book. Jeff D is 5. A little more digestible. Still devastating to read. So good. I picked up the best of Harlan Ellison, whatever it's called. It's Michael J. Straczynski, I guess, is the executor of his estate now, and so started a new thing of his collected works, and this was the first one, or maybe the only one. I don't even know. Like it came out a year ago or 2 years ago. It's current. It's on shelves if you can find it. Never mind the forward. It's still good stuff. So procrastination. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're trying to look at the. We tried to fix this before and we failed horribly, and then I'm like, goodbye. Make rep notify. Now, is it the notify? Is it the server knowing or not knowing if something's turned on or not? Is that the problem with the flashlight? Here's what we're doing. You've hit the flashlight button. Currently F for flashlight. And it flip-flops. Just goes back and forth every time this thing gets hit. First time it's A. Second time it's B. Third time it's A. Fourth time it's B, etc. And you can check to see, is it A? In case you get lost, in case it happens a lot. And then we're saying, here's the new visibility for the flashlight. And then we're setting it. But, because we've made this spotlight, where is it? It should be replicated now. Component replicates so the server knows when the spotlight is on or off. right? So if we have new visibility, on rep new visibility, let's grab this. So when that value changes, this says set the spotlight to the thing. And then we can come back here and unhook these. See where we're going with this? Hey, my pie window worked. So now, headless player 2 hits F. Should be able to see. Stay away. Did you hear something? Oh, he's coming. He's. I think he's just roaming. I don't think he's investigating yet. Oh, I just hit the other player. Ooh, ooh. Something bad's going on. I got a 4070 with 8 gigabytes of video RAM on this laptop that is running 2 windows of this and streaming. I also have 64 gigs of RAM in this thing, which I guess is about the same price as a Lamborghini today with all the RAM. Get ready for hard drives next, everybody. Western Digital's announced they just want to make things expensive. Anyways, here we are. If I run up to this wall, oh, it's doing that thing. But it also has my light on, so who cares? Which is getting partially blocked by that. So, should have been able to see it. Oh, that was awesome. Look at his little arm go in the main view. Whoop! So we made the shots work out. Hey. Guy behind me. Which I still can't see his attack. We'll do that too. But we can see with flashlights, these guys. But it doesn't show up on the server. I wonder if I do it server-wise. I know I can't see the second screen, but you still can. So I'll look over here at the stream. And I can say, hey, flashlight. Oh, that is affecting his mesh on the second player screen. It's just not the environment. Because it's not replicating where I'm aiming. Wait, yes it is. Look at that. Oh, no, it doesn't have the pitch. It just has the X value. So he can see that. Curiouser and curiouser. But the server can't see it. Hold on, let me redo that. Get gun out. I'm gonna stand in shadow. And then the other guy is gonna come. He's gonna come out. All right. So now that guy. I don't know what's blocking. Oh man, is it right in the? Is the gun right in the way of this? Anyways, all right. So same problem we had before. So this rep notify ain't cutting it. Therefore, it's not the solution. Even though the function that fires off should be replicated. All right, these are functions. Do I see, wait a minute, do I see in two-player, let me turn this back on. I gotta set it to the wrong window and the back to the right window each time. I'm hitting that complain goal pretty hard. Can he see me aim? He can. The server can see me aim up and down here, but not the light. So whatever I'm doing here to replicate this behavior, I must also do for the light, even though I think it's the archaeology into my own systems. Don't need you. This is not the problem. I'm leaving it here for... That shouldn't matter. It doesn't have any children. I'm leaving it here for now. This is under the first person camera. When I'm aiming, aim. This stuff just works. Where am I calling aim from? Come here. Come here, find references by name, aim. Enhanced input actions. Aim. Is aim automatically replicated? Ooh. My brain is just... they automatically get replicated, which means this is automatically replicated? This component is replicated. That's the aim point. What am I replicating? So the other thing I'm going to have to do, that's not replicated. That's not replicated. That's not replicated. That's not replicated. I've movement replicated. Aiming should be movement. All right, let's check the viewport. Where is the spotlight? So wherever the camera is aiming, it should point this. This is the only thing under replication. What if we just replicate this variable? Instead of making it rep notify, plug this back in. Now we're not calling its function anymore. In fact, let's get rid of it for now. Now, I don't think this is going to work. And here's why. I think whenever you hit the button to turn on the flashlight on the client, the server needs to say, turn the flashlight on. I don't even think I need to set this to replicate this variable. Multiplayer performance is going to be a pain in the future. I'm already calling it. Let's just say no. You're not going to replicate. Or maybe replicated. What's your condition? Nope, it's only when it's changed. I don't think we care. I don't think we care. I think we just need to make the server do it for whoever that is. And to do that, we're going to have to go and do this stupid stuff. Where it says, hey, are you the authority? Say no. Server send gameplay event. Why does this even work over here? Maybe it doesn't for the melee combo, because you would think that this then would just connect to send gameplay event to actor with the correct event tag from here. It is. Now look at this. We're saying send it to the actor. But if you're the server, do it over here. Right? Let's try to do that. And I'm not multiplayer expert. I'm working through it. I'm learning. I don't know if this is going to work. You know what? Let's make this a something. Come on. I'm freaking clicking on this. I'm clicking on this. See that? Today's goal number 2, complain. Why did it do that to me? I got gremlins? There are gremlins in my computer that are making it hard to click on comments? Why did that happen? Did I just have a stroke? And I couldn't click on it and I thought I was a micro? No. No, technology just decided not to work. We've spent hundreds of billions of dollars to make computers not work correctly anymore. Congratulations, humanity. Grumble, grumble, complain. This becomes a function. We're going to call this function flashlight control. Server flashlight control. Run on server. Flashlight control. Server flashlight control. Now I stop replicating those variables. Maybe that won't be good. Maybe that'll not work. That'll be the first thing we try if and when this doesn't work. Assuming it doesn't work. Hey, that worked. Not this work. This is a different work. Okay. Hey. Oh, now I can't turn on my flashlight at all. Wait, hold on. Am I hitting the other? They were so close. See that gap? I gotta move that back. Anyways, does this work for the server? Alright, the server can still turn this crap on. The client can't. Let's go replicate those variables. Will it be unnecessary network traffic? Not if I want the flashlight to turn on. Replicated. Now if this doesn't work, we'll try doing the thing with the spotlight. Ah! Right. Now can I turn? Nope. Nope, my flashlight. That works. The flashlight doesn't. Anyways. Go check it out over here. No, okay. So we're going to go replicate this. The, going to go replicate the spotlight again. Component replicates. I need to know the state. You know what? What? Oh, e, ooh, never mind. We'll try in a minute. That was my brain. That's literally what my brain sounded like right then and there. All right. Look at that. That works there. Can this guy see it? He can now see it too. It's not aiming up and down though, because it's not replicating my camera position. So this is not going to replicate anymore. This is going to replicate now. I don't know what that means for performance, if it's any different at all. I didn't even remove the thing. I was so fixed oriented. Do I have to replicate them both? Just stop doing that, please. OBS. All right, here we go. You ready? The flashlight. Let's try that again. Yeah. I think that's working now. Hold on. Hold. Did you see that? No. Good. If I run over here. Come on. I can see that. If I run over there and I aim upwards, can't see that. All right, it's still just straightforward. You can't see directly at stuff. These guys are real big. All right, because you can see on the client, I'm aiming up, and then on the server, I don't see that. Why? 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 Aiming? Like, let me turn this back on. The dude 2, you can see him aiming up and down when he aims. The animation is replicated. But that, for some reason, doesn't translate to the flashlight's orientation. Now, my set visibility when you turn it on. I don't want to do a thing like every frame update which way it's pointing. It's got to understand the same rotation-y things. There's our flashlight. I'm not using that arrow anymore, and that's really, I don't like where that's placed, but I think that's just part of this guy. I can't even move it. Thanks, C++ classes. Anyways, when the camera root, oh, that must be the camera root. Yep, see, that moves all of them. When that rotates, it rotates the camera, the muzzle, and the spotlight. So then instead of this, try to shut that off. Instead of making you replicate, should I make the camera root replicate? Is that what I need to do? And that whole time I had that other frickin' window open. Fragalaga splooby badooby. Oh, come on, OBS. Okay. Alright, so, aim up, aim down. I'm trying to work here. And I'm doing that thing where I'm running into it. Alright, there's a few things still to fix. No. No, I said that it replicates. Oh, like, why can't I shoot? Because I did that. Interesting. Interesting. That blocks shooting. Alright. You know? I'll be real with you all. I don't feel great right now. This is one of the few things that's just kind of fun on its own. There's no one here. It's just me and an imagined audience. Now, I was thinking, like, I could take old things, old videos, and scrub through them and grab some shorts and disgorge them onto YouTube. Try to drum up some viewership. Set up some solid times to make sure I'm streaming. See if this is a viable alternative to actually go get job, get paid. A long time ago, I had a little YouTube channel just to play games without my designer brain turning on. I didn't think it would work. I didn't think, because, like, okay, designeritis. Any game you play, you just start analyzing as a designer. And I was doing it before I was, paid as a game designer. It's a hard mode to get out of. And so I'm like, oh, maybe if I do Let's Plays, maybe it would work. And it did. It worked. I played games, and I was a player. Something about recording it to make a YouTube video, and also I enjoyed editing. It eliminated the brain problem of designeritis when I wanted to relax. This is like, it's different, right? It's not designeritis anymore. It's the opposite. I want to be in that mental state of working on a game. And for a while I had stream brain. I still kind of do. Like sitting down and talking in the middle of all this. It's not, hi, he's waving at me. Hello. It's not to prevent thinking like a designer. This is supposed to, help with it and be fun. And it is fun because I always talk to myself whenever I'm doing professional work, mentally or out loud. Help solve problems, keep me on track. So this has been fun. It has. It's sad that it's really the only time I'm spending on this project right now, though, because I'm quite busy pursuing opportunities, both in a job hunt and another thing that might end up being a game job if we can do it, which is not making a prototype. Something else. I don't know. It's just a lot, Everything today is just a lot. My only advice for this, since we live in unprecedented times, it's not fun, is to just occasionally take a moment and just be okay being in your own skin. Take one breath and say, during this breath, I can't be touched. I'm in here, my little shell. Then the moment passes and you can just get on with it. Or you can stop and take another breath. Think the same thing again. One foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the frickin' flashlight. Now, I'm also not looking stuff up. And like I said, I'm not an expert on this stuff. Not yet. But what I need to know... So the camera moves around when I move around. And my movement is replicated. If my movement is replicated... I'll just shut you off again. I'll leave that on. So when it says replicates, it should be able to know this. Right? It should be able to know where it's pointing and send that information out. It's not a per frame thing, though, right? So movement is, but movement is replicated. Hold on, I'm not bringing up the secondary window for you. Where'd the window go anyways? There it is. All right, where am I? I stand in front of me and look up and down. I'm not doing it. See how the gun isn't pointed that same way either. So the rotation isn't replicated. I need to fix that shooting point. I'm not telling it to match. It's the animation that's replicating. And it's this point where guns shoot from. How am I doing that? We could look into that. Where guns shoot from. This isn't replicated. Nope. I added a thing so that the AIs are ever, NPCs are ever fighting each other, and one of them dies, and knows just don't just kick that dead horse until it's gone. We're not worried about that right now. Not worried about that right now. We're worried about shoot, shoot, pew, pew. Now, maybe I should just watch the last stream. I could react to my own stream on stream. Ouroboros. There's a little Ouroboros as a treat. Shoot pistol. I'm not doing replication. Craziness here. Boop, boop, boop. Need to fill this up so it's not voided. So it's not wrong. Play montage when I shoot. Oh. I've just been T-boned by another bug fix. What bug fix? Is this montage root motion? How do I see if this is using root motion? Because this is what's stopping stuff when I hit the trigger. I'm looking at options. he's not really even playing an animation anymore, is he? What the? It's a sending. This is just to send a gameplay event. How? All right, I'm gonna go. Oh no, I'm gonna ask. Hopefully not an AI. We'll see. And UE 5.7. How to tell if montage is root motion. Because it's not playing an animation. This isn't an animation. It's just a collection of data that exists that can refer to an animation. I think it's just referring to the base pose, but the base pose can't be root motion. Or can it? You know, these were just not good results. Because I'm not referencing an animation, right? Asset details, blend time, blend mode, custom curve, custom curve. Don't need those. It's just a skeleton. I can't change these. Nothing under here. Animation model. Nothing under here. Additive settings? No. Time stretch curve. I'm pretty sure this is... So, okay, wait. I did not want to close that. If I go over here and I say... capability system, abilities, shoot pistol. I know, we just went down a different road entirely. The flashlight's steaming and smoking, laying broken in the corner as I suddenly get derailed by this. Event shoot projectile, because it's tied to this montage. So I need the montage just for that. Can I shorten this montage? What is actually defining what this does? He's just doing a dumb little loop. I don't know, 0.5? Does that make it faster? 3? It's still going to stop him when he shoots. He's still going to be like... I don't need this to do anything. That's the problem. It doesn't need to do anything. What's his timing? I don't know what timing even means. What's his track? What's his track? I need to cut this montage down to be 0.10 of a second, but it's still going to stop me. It's not referencing anything. Because, so the tutorial that I was using is from Melee. Any range stuff it did was like swing a wand, shoot a fireball. So you could stop. You could stop. But shooting a gun, I don't want you to stop. There should be no stopping. I greatly dislike this. The thing's called inside notify. Hmm. Maybe in the montage editor change the slot dropdown from full body to a custom slot that is blended with your locomotion. Open your montage asset and check the asset details panel. There's no root motion option in the details panel. Oh, I hate this. I hate the world that we built. Not the game. Just the fact that I'm trying to search for something. And it's like that scene in Guardians of the Galaxy when Star-Lord's like looking at everybody like, who do you really care about? And he's looking at the team, and then Thor's like, that's AI. I just. So, of course, I'm searching and an AI pops up. And it's like, oh, I tried this stuff. Those options don't even exist here. Go do this. It's not here. It's literally not here. None of these things I'm clicking on can be changed. None of this stuff matters. And the thing it told me to look for isn't here. Right? I'm just going to click on this. How? Configure the animation to be additive. Great. Where? We're not using an animation. So this is why I'm going to have to take like a whole week just to learn more about this. Or I'm just going to make everyone pixel stuff and completely change the core conceit of the game, which I don't want to do. I like the core conceit of old arcade games invading the real world. I like the juxtaposition between the pixel guys and the real world art. You guys can't see the stuff I'm looking at, but it's making my hair fall out as we speak. There's So I clicked on something at some point. Default group. Is this it here? Link method. That's not it. Linked sequence here. I've got a linked sequence. Everybody. Is this additive? Add. What happens if I make this additive? Sure. What happens now? How do I break the game now with that? How did that break the game? Where is the other... Alright, whatever. Where's the other window? I just feel like you're stepping on rakes a whole bunch. Oh, crap. No additive. No additive. Don't make it additive. Emergency. My guy. Okay, so certain things are switched to additive, and you'll just scale infinitely to nothing. This just went down to 0. That's what additive did. It made this animation 0. I went into a little dude. Get away. If someone hits you, go attack them. Don't attack me. I gotta fix that behavior too. Alright, where was I? Making stuff aim where aim is where we were, right? Before I got sidetracked. Wait, it doesn't stop me. I'm colliding with something. What? It's not the animation at all. Do you see how smooth that is? It blocks me if I'm running forward, but not if I'm moving backwards. Do you know what that means? I see you, old problem. Do you know what that means? It means we're barking up the wrong tree for this shooting thing. But now we've completely switched from the flashlight. Also, listen, effect area. How did I fix this before? Was the option that... Okay, so aiming at the center of the things, right? Was a problem with it picking up this as a target. How did I fix it? I fixed it for you guys. How did I fix it? The box. Ah, it was the collision parameters. What? Okay, yeah, you block all dynamic. But well, that shouldn't work then. Oh, it's not working. Alright, well. No, it is working right. No, okay, it's not. But it does work. I fixed it on the generator. Whoa. What the... I gotta be real with you, I'm about to call it quits for the day. I really am. What the heck is going on? Interact UI box was set to just this stuff. Why is the generator? That's block all dynamic. What? This is set up correctly, yet I was shooting through the generator. Which is set to block everything dynamic. Anyway, interact base. Ignore everything but camera. What was it? Did I close the other thing already? Oh my. Brain, what are you doing to me? Overlap camera, overlap pawn. That's it. Effect area base. Where's your collision? You don't have collision. Custom. Ignore. Overlap, overlap. Don't close anything. Does it still get magnetized? No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. You still don't block stuff, but you don't pull in the bullets, even though the base... Now I can't shoot the base anymore, because it's a projectile. And if I set it to projectile, you know what's going to happen next. This worked. This... What happens? What happens? Wait, wasn't it pulling it in anyways? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, okay. Multiplayer, just cool your horses. I'm going to set it back to one player. No, you get away from there. So that's still pulling that in. Man, my multiplayer. Is it just because I have two viewports? Because I'm running like smooth butter right now. Back in single player land. It should not be able to return this as a target. Oh my god, I didn't fix it. That wasn't the fix. It wasn't the fix. Wait a minute. You never had the fix. You know, I gotta set that on too, because I gotta know whenever it hits you. And it just, oh no. My world. Oh, did that work? Wait a minute. Good. I think that worked. It shouldn't have worked though. It flies in the face of reason. Because shutting those things off is what worked before. But I want projectiles to collide with them. But it's clearly not doing what it did before. And it's still aiming at the center of that. Not aiming at the center of that. Still aiming at the center of that. Did it aim at the projectile? It's okay. It is. It is. Some days it's good. Some days it's bad. But hey, at least I found out that the thing I thought fixed before actually wasn't. Now I know. What that means is that these blueprint systems that I set up on my previous project and then recreated in this project are not robust enough. They cannot handle the problems that this creates. With the way that I'm using abilities and combat and everything else, I have to refactor the interact system. It'll fix these keys and it'll fix those objects. The goal of such a system is that when you are near an interactive object, a UI element pops up when you're aiming at it. You have to aim at it to interact. Instead of having every interact object having its own volume around it, I should make a new volume that's just around the player character. That's your interact volume. Put a little bit out ahead of them. So you don't have to look exactly at a thing. Because I can open a door without looking at the handle in real life. We'll replicate that here. Pink. Now many things are already set up to ignore the player whenever I'm doing shooting. Those should prevent this from happening whenever we spawn a bullet. Its target should not be anything to do with the player. That'll fix and simplify this entire system. Do I even want to get into it now? With the crazy that's going on? If this were my job, I'd be talking to other people about this. Together we'd probably have everything solved. But I would also get up. This is like get up and take a walk time. Clear your head, take a breath. Streaming? Can't really do that. I don't want to be like, hey everyone, I'll be back in 15 minutes. Why would I do that? So here's what I'm going to do. This is a note that now exists. This becomes the next thing I'm doing. Please become the size of the other notes. This is a number one priority. I'm going to take a break. No, I'm not taking a break. I'm just not going to do that right now. What shall I do? Oh. Oh. Look at that. Darkness. Darkness in an empty chat. There's something right now that I'm waiting for. Let me resize this thing to be sensible. It's funny that I just have this thing always there and able to display Foundry. See this? NimbleLoft. If you've never seen Foundry before, it basically makes your computer into a server that makes a website thing, your IP, that if you send it out, you can password protect it or whatever, to your friends, they can connect to your virtual tabletop. This is what I've been working on for Nimble. Pretty sure it's not going to grab audio from here. Now, I have audio. I can hear it, and it's quite nice. It's from Fantasy Complete 1, 2, and or 3. You can't, though. Because copyright. So I have this map of Darkon because I own Van Richten's Guide to the to Ravenloft on D&D Beyond and physically. I have a whole bunch of older Ravenloft stuff too. I love Ravenloft. And then I have a little thing running because you can have modules in Foundry. Dice So Nice for 3D dice. I'll show you that in a second. But I have this Gambit's FX Master, some animated assets, which I think I don't think I need it. I don't think I'm using that. Hotbar expansion, token magic, very nice. Had to reload it because I changed the setting. So that effects thing, how I got my fog going. So I'm going to have a campaign using Nimble. This isn't D&D. This is not Dungeons & Dragons. Even though this is a Dungeons & Dragons setting, there's a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition compatible rule set called Nimble that I like greatly for disentangling the rules from other things. Here's the players on this map. Group. They can move around. Oh, thank you. Got some butter chicken. So, I can put these little things, these little markers down that have this text. This is from the 5th edition book on Illaluk, a city in Darkon, in this little domain of dread. And I added a little stuff of my own about my campaign, because it's going to be about figuring out how to stop the mist from eating this place, since the ruler, the Dark Lord of this domain, vanished. This map is from 2nd edition D&D. Yeah, cool. You can still see the creases and stuff. And I could do things like show this to the players if I wanted to. They can't see those notes. I set it up so they can see these notes. Because the first thing that we did was play the 7th Thrall of Sezricon or something. It's a 0 or first level adventure in Dungeon Crawl Classics, which is loosely based on D&D 3rd edition and 3.5. But also Dungeon Crawl Classics borrows more heavily from the old school rule scene than 3.5. It's this nice little mix. But I can still convert it to use Nimble rules. This is the little map of where it started. So they went on an adventure. Here, and they went here to this castle to save the old man in the tower. It was cool. Might not be the same characters they play with, but I was meant to be here. Old town 2 days south of here. Nice little fog effect. Making little notes for different towns. And when you actually play, we'll go over here. It's more like this. I just have this little map in Dungeon Alchemist. I think I showed this stuff before. I don't know. Anyways, I exported it to this. Made sure that it had all the doors and walls that I wanted here in Foundry. So that whenever players come over, slap down McTesterson. Because I haven't tested that here yet. Token vision, fog exploration. Do you have a light? He has a light. So they can move their little tokens around and be like, a door. Open the door. And I could set up sounds for the doors opening, see stuff. I could pause it, explain to them what they see in the room. I don't have it installed, but there's a thing for item piles. I could put an object. It's a pile full of items. I can search it. There could be enemies and stuff. The whole group of people are here. Yeah, so this is kind of what it's like as they go through. Oh, explore this. Go, oh, there's two doors. Oh, little hallway, and then there's a big room, and there's a fight. Oh, there's a fight. Some bandits. Oh, and a previous version of this character was just hanging out here. We'll just get rid of him. Combat tracker. I put them in combat. Where's the little combat tracker? The heck? Is that not in Nimble? It's so easy to feel like the world is just against you. I don't need an attack roller. I need combat. Where's the combat? This is hilarious. So there's supposed to be a thing that's just crossed swords. Hold on. Oh my god, do I have any of these that are just ready to go? Can this wall withstand the force of my face slamming into it? This was the Spelljammer core book stuff. See, look right here. Combat encounters. The heck was that, Nimble? So what we're going to do now is nothing. You win some, you lose some. This was a losing some day. I'm going to eat my butter chicken, contemplate my life choices, stare at a window, breathe. Maybe I'll come back to Unreal today. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll shut off the stream and in 5 seconds remember how to fix everything, like how sometimes happens. And maybe not. Still fun. Hope you had fun.